Welcome to the tutorial on shared learning management system. In this video, you will learn what is H5P content on the Moodle learning management system and how to add H5P content on the LMS. To talk about H5P, H5P is a tool used in the Moodle learning management system and it provides interactive contents. We can use H5P tool in the LMS to create various interactive contents such as interactive videos, interactive presentations, quizzes, and so on. H5P is an essential tool for the LMS because it provides fun and engaging learning experience for the learners, and it also allows learners to evaluate themselves about their understanding of the lesson. And there are 39 different types of H5P contents on the Moodle learning management system. You can use different types of H5P content based on what your lesson needs. First, we will look at a sample H5P content output. The page that you see here is a complete course that has already been created on the LMS. We are going to use this as a sample to create our own activity. As you can see, H5P contents can be identified by their logo. We are going to create an H5P content called image hotspot. This sample H5P content is an image hotspot. We're going to look at the output and then recreate the same H5P content in our sample lesson. This is the sample H5P content image hotspot. As you can see, on the image of Bhutan map, there are 5 green question marks. These are hotspots created by the teacher. What this content does is, wherever there are hotspots, when the learner clicks on the hotspot, some content is displayed about the hotspot. This is a content where it talks about elements of map. So there are hotspot content for title, for the direction, for the scale, for the legend, and one in the center, which is a URL link to the video that talks about elements of a map. We are going to recreate this H5P content for our learning. We are now on our sample lesson. To be able to add contents to our lesson, we have to turn editing on. Click on turn editing on, and now we are allowed to edit our lesson. Scroll down to topic 1 map reading. We're going to add our H5P content under this topic, so click on the add an activity or resource under topic 1 map reading, and then click on interactive content for H5P, and we are taken to the H5P content creation page. Here, the first is description. This is not the title, it is only the description of the H5P content. So you can add the description of your H5P content here. I've added a brief description. Next, scroll down and we have the editor section. In the editor section, we are allowed to select the H5P content type. The H5P content type we want to create right now is image hotspot. You can scroll down and look for the image hotspot content, or you can search from the search bar. image hotspot. So we have the image hotspot here. If you are not sure what this content does, you can click on the details button that's on the right side. This details button will show the details of what this content type will allow you to create, and it also has a content demo if you wish to see a demo of this content. If you're going to use this content type, and if you're on this page, you can click on the use button that is on the bottom right side, or if you are on this page, you can simply click on the image hotspot name. As soon as you click on the content type, a new section is added under the editor section, where it allows me to edit the particular content type. This is where you add the title of your image hotspot content. Add the title of your content. Next, add a background image on which you will be creating the hotspots. Click on Add button. Navigate to the folder where your image is located. Select your image and click on Upload. We have now uploaded our background image. Next, we have alternative text for situations where the background image cannot be loaded. Then we have hotspot icon. There are two options for hotspot icon. You can either use predefined icon or uploaded image. We will use predefined icon in this session. Next is the types of predefined icons that you can use. We have different types of predefined icon. In our sample output, the predefined icon used was question mark, so we will use question. And then next is setting the color for the hotspot. We will select green, just like the sample output. Next is creating hotspots on the map. To create hotspot on the background image, click anywhere on the image where you want your hotspots to be. The first hotspot that I want to create is for direction, so I will click anywhere near the direction to place the hotspot. My hotspot is now placed. Next is setting the header for the hotspot. The header for this hotspot is direction. Next, we have to add the pop-up content. The type of pop-up content allowed are text, video, and image. In our sample output, each of the elements of the map had text and image as pop-up content, so we are going to do the same here. First is text. Add the text for your direction hotspot. Next, add the image. To add one more pop-up content, click on Add Item. Select Image. Click on Add button. Navigate to the folder where your image is located. Select your image and click on Upload button. The image has an alternative text which is required. This text will be displayed if the browser is not able to load the image. For this image, the alternative text will be the title, direction. Now we have created our first hotspot for direction. Now I will add 4 more hotspots for the title, the scale, and the key or the legend. and for the video that will be on the center of the map. The hotspots for the title, scale and legend are similar to the hotspot for directions, so I will add those three first and then I'll come back to demonstrate the hotspot for the video. I have now added all the 4 hotspots for the elements of the map. Now I'll add a video hotspot on the center of the map. Click on Add Hotspot. Click on the center of the map to place the hotspot. Add the header. Content type is video. Type in the title of the content and click on the plus button under video sources to add a file. You can either upload a file from your computer or simply paste a YouTube link here. I'm going to use a video from the YouTube, so I'm going to paste a YouTube URL and then click on Insert. So with this, we have added all the 5 hotspots on our background image. Scroll down and you have 3 buttons. So we'll click on Save and Display. This is the image hotspot H5P content that we have just created. If we click on the 4 elements of the map, we will now get a pop-up content that contains the title, the text and the image. And if we click on the center hotspot, we are going to get a video output. We have now finished creating our first H5P content, and the content type was image hotspot. This is a sample of what a H5P content quiz looks like. Here there are 3 types of questions inserted. This is the multiple choice type of question, and as you can see we have 4 options. So the answer is key or legend here, but if I select a wrong answer and then check, it shows me that the answer is wrong, and it also allows me to see the solution. So I can retry it and then click on the correct answer and then check. So we have this multiple choice question, then we have the next button over here, and we also have the bar that shows the progress. So here there are 3 questions, and right now you're on the first question. When I click on next, we are now in the second question. So this is a true or false type of question. The correct answer here is false. And then the third type of question is fill in the blanks. So I just have to fill in the blanks here. The correct answer is scale, and then we finish. So this is the H5P content type quiz with different question sets. We are going to recreate this in our sample lesson. We're going to add another H5P content for practice. The H5P content that we are going to add is a quiz. Click on Add an activity or resource under Topic 1 Map Reading and click on H5P Interactive Content. We're going to create a quiz that contains 3 different types of questions: multiple choice, fill in the blanks, and true or false. Add a brief description to your content. Next, scroll down and search for quiz and select the first one, quiz question set. Add the title for your quiz. If you have a background image, you can add a background image. We have an option to select the type of progress indicator. We can keep it as dots. Next we have pass percentage, which is by default at 50, and then we have the option to add questions. So we will add our first question, which is multiple choice question. Click on the drop down menu and select multiple choice. Type in the title of your question. Add your question and add the options for the answer. We have 4 options for the answer. The first is direction. The second one is scale. Click on add option to add more option. The third one is key or legend. And the fourth one is title. Now from the 4 options you have to select the correct answer. The correct answer for this question is key or legend. So check the correct checkbox under key or legend. With this we have created our first question, which is a multiple choice question. Next we are going to add a true or false question. So click on add question. From the drop down menu, select true or false. Give the title for your question. Add the question and select the correct choice, which is false for this question. We have now added our second question, which is of type true or false. Next, we will add fill in the blanks question. Click on add question and from the drop down menu, select fill in the blanks. Edit in the title. Provide task description. And then type in your question sentence. Here, I want to keep this scale part blank. So if you read the instructions on the line of text, to keep a word blank, you have to place the word in between 2 asterisk marks. If you have an alternative answer, for this case, my alternative answer will be scale with a small letter S. So to add an alternative answer, insert / and then type in your alternative answer. And if you have tip for the answer, put a colon and add the tip here. So I don't have a tip for this question. So I'll simply put in the answer and the alternative answer. With this, I have finished adding 3 types of question to my quiz. Scroll down and click on Save and Display. This is the activity that we have just created. Let us go through the activity to see whether the output is as we desired. So our quiz is as we wanted it to be. So we can click on finish, and now our second activity, that is quiz, is completed. With this, we have come to the end of the tutorial where you have learned what is H5P content on Moodle Learning Management System and how to create H5P content such as image hotspot and quiz on the LMS. Kadinche for watching.